Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is whimreaper and today I am so excited to be filming the very first part of the Twisted Tales Let's Play. Now I've been working on this for a very long time, as you guys might know, well, very long being a couple of weeks, but it was a lot of setup. I have made quite a few households, quite a few builds, and I have some interesting story ideas. So in just a second, I'll get right into it. But first of all, I just want to let you guys know that my Tumblr, which is linked on my channel, has all of the CC for these characters. I think most, if not all of them, are available for download on the gallery. And this build, as well as Rapunzel's tower build and the fairy godmother build, should also be up on the gallery. So if you want to download those, that's free for you to do. Also, I want to say that I have a general idea of what I want to do with this Let's Play, but not a hard line or anything. So I would be thrilled if you guys wanted to submit sims for me to use in this LP, or ideas or custom content. So if you want to do that, either go on the gallery and leave a hashtag Twisted Tales, or you can message me on YouTube to let me know, or on my Tumblr I have a little submissions area where you can submit custom content and then explain what you want me to use it for. Like, for example, if you have an idea for a character's costume, like maybe I'll say I need knight's armor, which that's just hypothetical, I don't actually, but if you have an idea, then please let me know there. But anyway, sorry for the long intro, I'm gonna get right into it. So this family right here is the Charming family. So in this LP, the Charmings are the rulers of the kingdom. So they live on an island in Windenburg. Everyone on this island is sort of royalty. They're in the royal court anyway. They might be dukes, duchesses, ladies, lords, that kind of thing. And then everyone else is a regular citizen who lives on the other parts of Windenburg. But they are the big deals. So who we have here is King Charming, obviously the king, Prince Charming, the stereotypical Prince Charming who you would think to see in most kind of medias. We have Hunter Charming, who is a teen, so he's the teen prince, the other two are young adults. And we have Robin Charming. So this is this family, and they're going to kick off this LP by the king saying to his sons that it is time for Prince and for Robin to find wives, and for Hunter to maybe start thinking about it as well, since the queen has sadly just passed away recently. The king is doing well though, no one's really depressed, they're over the mourning period, but he thinks that they need another woman or a couple of women to help run the kingdom, so he is going to tell the princes that there's a week-long royal event that is going to be going on, and explain to them that within this week they need to find the girl that is going to help run the kingdom and who will become the princesses. So he's just going to tell them about that right now. So let's
Wibbis.
give him a compliment. Let's talk to Robin. Let's brighten his day. Just help them get in a better mood.
Fribs.
Fish. I don't really want him running off, but oh well. Maybe he would have told Hunter separately before the brothers. And now he is going to have a deep conversation to both of them and let them know what he wants in their future. Maybe he should also discuss world peace, like saying how, oh, it's going to help out the kingdom so much. So that's why I need you to do this. And I don't think that the princes would be upset. I think they'd just be a little bit surprised. Like, Prince Charming, he's into the whole relationship thing, I think. Like, look at him. He is definitely the girlier prince. And I think he's just telling his dad right now that, like, he understands. He doesn't feel threatened by this. I think Robin is a little more hesitant. He just walked off.
Whoa,
but I think that they're not upset anyway. They'll give it a try. But anyway, so he has just told them what he intends for their future. And Prince Charming is on board, Robin isn't quite, and Hunter just doesn't care because he's a teen. He's just swimming away. He's swimming his troubles away. And I think that suits Hunter. So I will show you guys the plan, and then we will maybe jump into... Actually, I think I'll fast forward in time after I show you the castle and I show you the events that are planned for this week that they have to get to know their girls. And then we will fast forward in time to when the first event starts. So first of all, I'm going to show you the castle. This took me a very long time to build, and I might have to take things out of it because it's lagging quite a bit. I just really want it to be nice for at least if you guys want to download it. I might take some of the furnishings out though, just to make it run smoother for the next part. But here it is. It is called just Charming Castle. This is kind of a guard's barracks area around this whole thing. This is where they would stand to look out for any suspicious figures. They have an outdoor dance floor, a piano for more laid back nights. They have a bar here, and the prince's bedrooms are here. This is Prince Charming's room. It's very white and gold, and he has his own bathroom, which is right here. Here, I'll take the walls a little bit down now, and he has his own bathroom, which is very luxurious, as you can tell. He's definitely kind of a pretty boy, which isn't a bad thing. It's just not for some of the other characters in this LP. But we're gonna go down, and then I'll show you. This is the king's room right here. He has a very, very eloquent room. Obviously, I think he'd have like servants waiting on him and like getting him ready for an event like this. This is Robin's room. He's more of a kind of like a playboy, I guess. Like he likes what he likes, and he's like a very gamey. He's a bro, I'm pretty sure. And he's more into hanging with the dudes, and like he likes girls, but he doesn't want to marry. I don't think he would really be into commitment. I don't think he has actual commitment issues. Let's double check. But no, he doesn't. But I think he would just be hesitant to settle down. Yeah, so this is the kitchen. This is obviously like a grand eating area. This is where they were talking. There is going to be a feast at some point, and that will be over here. I think we'll have to hire a bunch of caterers for that. This is... yeah, so that's the second floor. I'm not going to show you the guards' barracks because it really doesn't matter. This is the main ballroom, the indoor ballroom. The outdoor one will probably be used more because the indoor one is just a little dim. But I thought we needed one inside as well. And these little passages here are actually like little canals, kind of. This leads to just a statue room with some art. This one leads to the public bathrooms as well as the buffet spread. And this leads to Hunter's room. So here's his room. It's more dark and gothic than the other two, but it suits his personality. I think he's a bit of a goth. And yeah, that is the castle. So now that I've shown you that, I'm just going to show you what events there are. So today is the day before. Like the king kind of just sprung this on them last minute, but I think he's really wanting just this to get on with, because I think he's nervous now that the queen is gone that there won't be any heirs to succeed the throne, because without like the women in the household, well, first of all, his sons won't have kids, and second of all, there's just not that type of figure, like either a motherly figure or just like a kind of caretaker role, which is very stereotypical, I know, but I think that's how the king would think of things. He's a very traditional sim. So, the next day, this is tomorrow, will be the royal promenade. So I'm not exactly sure if I'm using promenade correctly, but the way I think a promenade is it's like a parade of everyone arriving to this event. So the promenade is about the princes meeting everyone, them all getting to know each other, just basically introducing this concept of this week, which will eventually lead up to hopefully one or both of the princes getting married. Also, Hunter may age up before the end of this week. That is because I have plans for him, but he needs to be a young adult for them to actually work out. I'm not going to spoil it, obviously, but he may age up, so he is also potentially getting married at the end of this week or later on. It doesn't necessarily have to be at the end of this week. This is just kind of my plan. I think we'll do like about a day at a time, or maybe half of a day at a time even. I just want to take it really slow and really explore everyone's story. And I am playing this rotational, just if you didn't know. This next event is the royal feast. So after they have all introduced themselves, they're going to have a feast. Then they have this courtship day. So this is for the princes to get to know the girls they've had their eye on from the promenade. Like when they all come and introduce themselves and kind of hang out. And then this day is for them to finally start pursuing the girl or girls that they think are potential for them. So then they have a masquerade ball, which is going to be fun. Obviously it's just like a ball, but with costumes. I thought that was kind of a cute idea. Then there's an outdoor festivities day, which is just like a party, but with outdoor activities rather than indoor. And then there is the royal ball, and this is going to be the finale to the week. And then the next day will be a royal wedding. Hopefully, I haven't planned it obviously because you can't plan a wedding without Sims being engaged, but hopefully by this day some drama will have occurred, some thinking will have happened, and someone will be getting married, or maybe they won't, and the king will be very upset if that is the truth. But anyhow, I am going to cut ahead in time now, and I'll see you guys in just a second. So we are back now, and I have started a house party in order to invite all of the princesses that should be coming. The princess and the king are headed down here, since this is set as the front door. This is where everyone will be marching to, and then the princes can introduce themselves. We should have an entertainer, bartender, a caterer, and it will be a great time. Hopefully once the house party ends, not everyone will leave, but that's okay. It's only the first night, and I'm just gonna get right into it, and we'll see when the characters arrive. Now, not all of these characters are main characters. Some of them are just background characters to kind of fill out the scene a little bit more, but I will make sure to point out who is important. So let's just fast forward here. People should be arriving here. The charming family is now ready to party, ready to meet the girls, ready to see their friends. Some of the people who are showing up are the lords and ladies of the court, and those are mostly just the extras. And I don't know where everyone is. Or wait, here. Okay, who's this? Oh, it's Cinderella. Okay, so Cinderella is one of the main characters. Here she comes. So she is obviously all dirty. She looks like she's like coming from cleaning, just barely able to get ready, that kind of thing. But in reality, Cinderella is actually not who you think she is, like in the movies. She is a naughty girl. She isn't actually being forced by her stepbrothers in this case to be a maid. She is actually just pretending to get the sympathies of Prince Charming because she's had her eye on him since she moved here, and she thought he would be an easy target to get sympathy from. But what she doesn't know is that she should actually be going for Robin, because Robin is, in fact, in this Let's Play, Robin Hood. So, in this Let's Play, Robin Hood, has a kleptomaniac trait, and that is because he steals from the royal treasury, and then he gives it to the common people. He gives them, I think, their tax money back. That's kind of my story for him, is he doesn't feel right about taking the people's taxes because he doesn't feel like the kingdom is doing a good job. So when he inherits the kingdom, he might find a bit of a problem there because he won't have any money left in the treasury to run the kingdom on, and the king doesn't know about this. But Cinderella, as a poor girl, would get Robin's sympathy more than Prince Charming's sympathy, because Prince Charming is really into those polished girls, like, who have been royal forever. Like, he'd be more wanting to go for maybe like Rapunzel. She's also a main character. He'd be wanting to aim for a wife like Snow White or like Belle, but unfortunately they're taken, so he has to settle for someone else. And here is the fairy godmother strutting her stuff. Now, if we see two fairy godmothers at once, that is because my game glitched, and for some reason there are now two of them, and I don't know why, but hopefully we'll just never see the other one. It's just like she kind of went into the ether and then for some reason is still in the game though. It's hard to explain. But anyway, she's also a main character. She makes people's dreams come true, just like in Shrek, but she's not the exact same. This is the Mad Hatter. His story is really interesting. I don't know if I'll introduce it this episode. I kind of want it to be a surprise. But his story is really interesting. He isn't royalty or anything. I think he would have maybe just been like the garment maker for the princes once upon a time. But now he's just a normal guy invited to this party. And the king has invited people of all statuses to this party because he doesn't care if the new queen will be a commoner or if she is rich or anything like that. He just wants a companion for his sons and for him in order to run the kingdom a little bit smoother and just have a feminine touch on the kingdom. That's what the king wants, basically. Here we see Rapunzel. Isn't she gorgeous? She's wearing her party wear right now. I'd rather they'd all be wearing their formal wear, but you know what? It's not a big deal. So Rapunzel is obviously different. If you watched my Rapunzel's Tower build, you know that her twist on her tale is that she isn't being trapped by the fairy godmother. She's just lazy and doesn't like people and just doesn't want to leave. And her excuse for it, sometimes I would say, I don't think she'd always be like, oh, Mother Gothel won't let me. But occasionally I think she would use that excuse. And I think that there would just be rumors that that's why she's kept in the tower. But she is completely free to go wherever she wants. And she will only really show up to events like this if she's directly invited, which she was by the king. So that's why she's here, even though she really doesn't want to be. She's probably so tense. So yeah, I think for this part, we're gonna have Robin meet Cinderella, because I think he would be into her just a little bit, but I don't think Cinderella would return it. I think she would want to go for, like, the oldest son, which is Prince Charming. So, let me just find her. Where did she go? She must be on the main floor, which is this one. There she is. Isn't that her? No, that's Mother Gothel. Yeah, Mother Gothel is also here. She's not evil in this Let's Play. She's just, kind of morally gray. So is everyone, let's be honest, in this Let's Play. Oh, there she is. Oh my goodness, she's right there. Okay. So let's do a friendly introduction, because I think he'd be intrigued by her, because he loves common people. I think he would look at her and think like, oh, she's so much more interesting than all of the other people here, because she's dirty. She showed up in her common clothes. Here she is. Oh,
Trebine Lovo Bonnefi. Is it Torb?
Oh my goodness. I am sorry for the game lagging. This lot is huge, and that is why it's doing that.
Yazub.
Viva Desu.
I wish Snow White would go away. She's not a main character, by the way. She's already married. But just go away. Get out of our conversation. So let's ask about her day.
Oh, kiss the noise, Sweezo. Buma, Samzo Mog. Bonji.
Thank her for coming.
Baribi.
And
Dumse Bruhana.
Maybe share the promenade spirit. Be saying like, oh, I'm so glad you came. I'm so happy to meet you. I wanted to meet people in the kingdom so much. And then see what her interests are. And then meanwhile, I think Prince Charming might try to hit on Rapunzel because I think that's his type. He thinks that she's just gorgeous, that she's very sophisticated, very polished. She really isn't, but she pretends to be in public, so I think he's gonna find himself a letdown. But let's see what happens when they try to get to know each other.
Baron Gaba.
This is one of Cinderella's stepbrothers. Her other stepbrother isn't here just because I couldn't fit that many guests on the list. But hopefully we'll see him in the next episode or the next event or something. Oh, it takes so long. Okay, finally, now we can have other interactions. Thanks for coming. I think he would compliment her and
Rubina Paula Chaba.
Maybe, I don't know. Like a heart festival. Oh, let's just get to know. Okay. I think she's kind of just like realizing that he's hitting on her a little bit and kind of not really into it. I think she's kind of just wanting to leave, to be honest. She's only here because she feels like she has to be here. So, yeah. And I think the Hatter is also kind of got his eye on Rapunzel, and I think see why in maybe the next episode. And the fairy godmother, of course, has to be watching over everything. She is kind of a matronly figure. She feels like she kind of wants to be a little bit by herself. She's very over the top. It seems like it's almost time for people that are gonna start leaving, so it's been pretty good. The princes have met people. I think maybe Hunter should get to know someone. Let's see if there's... Oh, here we go. Here's Odile. Odile is from Swan Lake. She is probably a less known character, and Odile is essentially the evil, she is like the evil character in Swan Lake. So I think Hunter kind of might like her because she's a little bit goth. Maybe he would just be being polite because she looks too old for him, like that kind of thing. But little does Hunter know, Odile is wanting to get with him. She knows he's gonna age up soon, and she knows that since he's underage at the moment, people are ignoring him, but she knows also that she has a chance with him really soon because he's gonna age up, and then no one else is a threat to her except for someone who is already a teen and who will age up at the same time as him, and that is Odette. I think she is here. And if you know Swan Lake, you know that Odette is a girl by day and a swan by night. As it is currently nighttime, unfortunately I can't control her and make this happen, but she should be in her quote-unquote swan form. Now, the special thing about Odette is that she doesn't turn into a swan at night in this Let's Play. She turns into a vampire. And Hunter, I think he's gonna spot her at some point and be really interested because she's also a teen and he's a teen and they're like pretty much exactly the same age. But I think he's gonna spot her and be really attracted to her. The problem is, Hunter is called Hunter for a reason. he's a vampire hunter. So if he finds out that she's a vampire, even though he's attracted to her, she could be in danger. And that is exactly why Odile decided to turn Odette into a vampire. So that's a lot of drama right there. Odile is trying to steal this young prince away, and she knows the only competitor she has is Odette. But okay, so Hunter is going to talk to Odile at least, so he will have the introduction to the family that way. Maybe he'll even go to visit Odile, but then he'll notice Odette next time he goes there. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry about the lag. This is Belle, by the way. She's also married and she's not a main character, just so that you guys know. And yeah, okay, I'm gonna have the king go set off a firework or something. Just because he's not really here for him, he's here to support his sons. And I think that he would want to give them a beautiful send-off. Oh, Prince Charming is going to bed. Oh, okay, we'll let him sleep. He's had a long day meeting princesses. Well, not princesses, normal people who could be a princess if he marries them. I guess that's a little weird. And maybe we'll even go get Hunter to set one off if he has time before the thing ends. But yeah, okay, let's see how he gets along with Odile. Oh, they're in the kitchen talking to each other. Oh, he's being very polite. How nice of him. I don't think that he thinks she's pretty, but I think that he's interested in her. He's sharing his vampire knowledge because she looks kind of goth, and he thinks that she might like that kind of thing. Like, she's not that much older, just to clarify, it's not that creepy. She's just waiting for him to age up so that their relationship is better. Like, I'd imagine her being like 20 and him being like 17. It's not that much. It's just like, once he turns 18, they'll only be 2 years apart even. And he says there's a way to cure vampirism, and Odile's probably not very happy about that conversation. Because, she doesn't want anyone to be able to cure Odette. Let's see the fireworks! Let's go! Yay! What a wonderful day! And the party is just ending. What a way to end it. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna end the episode along with this party here. This might be a bit long. I had to introduce a lot of the storylines, I know, and I'm gonna try to cut out a lot of the bits that were unnecessary. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me on this first episode. Please stick around for the next one. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like if you liked. It helps me out a lot. And I will see you not tomorrow. What a ridiculous person I am. I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.